So we're underway here for the second half. There's our first kick-off to the Australian girls, and they're working it out off their own line. A couple of simple run-ups. With a scoreline of 2-1, we confirm that that try we thought from the Australian girls to take it 3-1 was actually put down before the line. I just wonder about that, because what she did is she dived, she got the ball down and she went over the top of it flat on her belly. I'm just wondering, when she put it down, did the ball then roll back? Because they said it was short. Because if she had been over the line and dropped it, it's a knock on, so it would have gone out for a tap. But the referee said no, it was short. I just think that's a bit of a weird mistake for a girl who's racing out there on her own and then dives over the line. But anyway, it's history, and we're in the second half.
An Australian defence shutting down the New Zealand attack there and down that left corridor. And Australia now just looking to get out of their half. Get good field position here. Look, they've done very well to date. They've been very, very good with their composure, keeping their structure about going forward. Yeah, and there we go with the kick here. See, good timing on their kick here, kick selection, and good placement. Put New Zealand right back down their own try line. And a great chase from the number 7, Tyler Bukovkin. And a very, very smart set from Australia. New Zealand there looking for a little shift. Nice little short ball out to the number 4 from New Zealand. Shannon Mudu, the try scorer. It was a nice cover there by Elisa Lefo Whakasolita. Aussies look to have an overlap on the right-hand side if they can keep shifting their ball. Bit of a missed opportunity there. They had a 3-on-1 overlap if they could have got that pass away. And it's a handover. New Zealand, just some silly passing. There's no real structure about the ruck formation in the middle of the field for New Zealand there. Yeah, and just from broken play, Australia extend their lead out to 3-1. Nice little try there. And that's Jay Withers.
You won't be getting a hiding, but you're just getting fussy with love with the team. So DJ, you're close by, your mum is there looking for you.
So Jay Withers, number 24, Australia there, showing a clean pair of heels there, extending Australia's lead in the deciding match out to 3-1. And the onus now on the New Zealand girls to try and get back into this match as Aussie look to again come out of their half. And that's not going to help New Zealand's cause there with a knockdown and a recount for Australia.
Oh, a bit of contact there amongst the girls, but we've let that one go. They come down the short side, Australia. Oh, and again a contact.
Lovely work from the Australian girls there.
Forward
Go down
pass.
the right corridor.
Yeah, I'm glad the referee got that and pulled it up, because that was a dead set forward pass.
Unlucky, there was a really good flowing movement there, Billy, so they were just unlucky there, the final pass creeping forward. But very, very nice ball movement from the young Australian ladies there. And the Kiwis are thankful that last pass drifted forward. It was a very, very nice ball movement from the young Australians. Yeah, New Zealand not looking as fluid as the Australians with their passing and support play. 2 points behind in the match, and there's an intercept, clean as day, to Chelsea Winder.
Chelsea Winder. Over she goes. Scores the try. Now let's, Rusty, let's just see if we can confirm. We get something off the referee here. Because I make it, that should be what, 4-1?
Correct. Yeah, I've got the same score, 4-1. It's 2-1 at half time. Australia's second try of the half there. That little intercept to Chelsea Winder. Had enough speed to outrun the New Zealand defence.
Oh, and there's a bad mistake. Now, this is where the girls need from New Zealand, need to capitalise on this. Because, again, this is a decider, and it's slowly slipping away from the New Zealand girls, so they need to put something on the board now. A bit of a cross there, an inside run up. And Tanika O'Brien. And here they go, the Kiwis. Slips through, and the referee says, no, you are tagged. Back you go. So they come the short side. Little grubber kick for herself, but there's three of the Australian girls there, and they just close the hole. And it was Taylor Holcomb who comes away with the ball and runs it away. Well, there's a pull of the shirt there on the 22 now. I don't have 22 on my book either. So, I don't know who that young lady is. So some of these numbers, mate, I can only hope, Justin, that we're Rusty, that we've been. And here's the number 9. She's away. And that was Keely Davis. I'm just hoping that the numbers that we've been given are the right names.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're calling girls who it's not. They look pretty ordinary, but the number 22 wasn't on our sheet, and neither is the 20. Okay, so we've identified it's Hannah Pruton, who was number 13 on our list, but she's number 22. So Hannah Pruton. So again, then a nice little run by Keely Davis.
The Aussies are just running with real energy and vigour. New Zealanders here seem to be getting a bit disheartened, knowing that the game is slipping away from them. With Aussie now out to a 3-point margin, leading 4-1 as the clock ticks down, coming into the last 10 minutes of the match. And we did predict that at half time that Aussie would look to employ the kick, use of the kick a bit more. And they certainly have, Billy, and used it to their advantage as well, with getting them great field position. Forcing errors upon New Zealand coming off their line. And then consequently scoring as well. So credit to the Australian teamwork and cohesion that they've shown already. And there's a half-decent kick from New Zealand. Getting them in much better field position now. If they can get a good defensive set here and try and force an error, they'll be in good shape to try and launch an attack. It's a nice break there from Tyler Kuvokin. She's been a standout in the match so far. She's been really threatening that New Zealand defence all day.
Here's a nice kick picked up, tagged at the same time there. A nice tag saved by the 11 in Casey Manson.
It was nice work
from New Zealand.
There. She backed herself there, and she was only just tagged. So a nice little move from her there. Aussies offside there now, giving an opportunity back to New Zealand here. And they'll be very thankful for it as well. They've been a bit flat in the second half. The composure of the Australian side here is really starting to frustrate this New Zealand attack, shutting them down. Here we have again the referee not happy with the Australians blocking the runner. Yeah, nothing really on down that left side there. New Zealand is searching for some answers. Not really getting them. They're trying to ask the questions, but it's coming to no avail. And just another classic example there, poorly executed kick. It's Jay Withers there getting tagged in the left sideline.
Yeah, she had nowhere to go then, Rusty. Some of the girls were saying she got bumped, well, pleading the ref for a bit of contact, but so I think we've got a offside with one of the Kiwi girls, and it was the number 3, Rona Latisha Farafara. So the Aussies now on the attack. They come to the left side. Nice little pass through Jay Withers, and this was flicked back and into touch because that was the number 9 in Keely Davis. Again denied the try, putting a foot into touch as she tried to go around the Kiwi defender. So now the girls having to run it out and time running out for them as well. Scoreline remains Australia 4-1, and this will be enough to wrap the series up 3-2 for the Australian girls. So Jay Withers drops back now to take this kick, and she sidesteps nicely and keeps going and gets back about another 10, 15 metres. Nice run. Puts the Aussies straight back on the attack inside the Kiwi halfback, and then they drop the ball. Unfortunately there, the Chelsea winder just couldn't hang on to it. Oh, there's a bad forward pass, but I tell you what, they've been lucky because Courtney Sutherland put a hand up and said, I've tagged her.
Yeah, and the clock keeps ticking away for New Zealand here. We're inside the last 3 minutes by me. Very close to full time in this match, and Australia will look to take the series away, winning the last 2 matches. New Zealand up 2-1 after 3 matches, and Aussie then taking the 4th match, and looking like they're going to take the 5th and deciding match, and with it the series win for 2016.
So the girls need to do something here, and it's got to be really a 2-point bonus box try if they're going to be staying in this game. Down 4-1. What can they do? And that's what they don't want to do. Not a good pass, and because she was down on her knees and there was a player within tagging distance, the tag was counted. So the girls trying something. Shannon Maru always trying. They go left. Up comes the Aussies in a line and waits for her. She's going nowhere, and that was the last play, and that was just a giveaway. There had to be something.
In Australia,
whack. Now, who's she going to penalise there? That was the defender running in. Contact on the Australian girl. Quick tap, and she goes. It's Taylor Holcomb.
Australia here just looking to control the set. Wind that clock down. Get a nice kick away. Defend the three-point advantage they currently have. Approximately 2 minutes left in the match here. Australia here can start to make a few subs. Yeah. And again, just a nice, smart little grubber kick there. Winding that clock down again, using up that time.
Yeah, we've got to get it close now. The Aussies made another couple of changes, so a couple of fresh girls out there. And up they go now in a line. That's nice, and here goes the Kiwi girls, and they're away. But the support player hasn't got a tag on, so she's no good there. And that's tagged. She was simultaneously tagged, and no. The referee says late tag. So the girls now just a couple of metres out. They're trying to get some fresh players on the attack. And there was a pass that went wide, but she was tagged first, Shannon Maru.
New Zealand's desperate to score here. 3 points behind and just over a minute left here.
I like this. The New Zealand girls are waiting for the Australian girl to pick the ball up for them. Like, that's just wasting more time. Anyway, here we go.
Not smart, Billy, at all. And it's
so Glenda Uanga, and there's a nice try, and that is in the bonus box, and she dives through. Did you get a number, Rusty?
And that's the same girl who scored the first try, mate. That's Muru again, Shannon Muru.
Shannon Muru.
And that's a 2-pointer as well.
Yeah, now that puts them back in the game. Okay, so
does,
we go to
almost no time left on the clock, though. They may have been very lucky by my clock to have enough time for one set. It's 4-3 to Australia.
So, desperation now. Probably the last set of 6 for the girls. This hooter about to sound at any moment. It's 4-3. They've got to do something.
Australia has the sweeper back covering the kick here. New Zealand look to have the kick down to the left corner. There it is there.
There's the kick, and this will be covered by the number 5, Australia. Just falls on it.
That's all you need.
And that'll do it. 4-3's a win to Australia. And in the girls under 18s, they will take out the series 3-2 in a great match. And the Kiwi girls coming back at the end there. Just unfortunate not to have enough time. And a very close series between them. But the Aussie girls get up. 3-2.
Yeah, congratulations Australia, under-18 women's champions in the Trans-Tasman 2016. Very well played deciding match by the Australian girls. They're very composed and really calmly went about their work there, controlled their sets and really set the tone in the match, and a very close result to finish off, but nonetheless a victory and a deciding victory for the Australian girls.